Oh, didn't see you there. I'm just watching a video on how to learn how to tie a tie by a tie guy named Ty. I know! And with that, my Plants vs. Zombies zombie cosplay is complete. And now that I'm dressed as a zombie, I'm legally allowed to dance Thriller! Now I'm down for meeting new people, but MMOs just aren't gonna cut it for me. I've got something to do tomorrow. I can't spend all this time with a whole new game with mechanics and abilities that'll take me years to understand. I'll instead turn my attention to a game with mechanics and abilities that I've already spent years to understand. Pokey MMO! It's the holiday season yet again, and like usual, I don't know what to get anyone. Last year I just got everyone a 99-cent card that said I hope you don't die next year. There were some awkward funerals. Life. The only thing you can play, eat, watch, and participate in all at the same time. If you get trivia answers right or wrong, you lose or gain in-game money, and once per game, each player can screw another one. If it's for the party. Create a minecart track that plays a song with the in-game note blocks. Make pixel art. You can make a bunch of TNT and blow up your friend's McDonald's he built because he killed your D&D character. Oh, didn't see you there. You'll have to forgive me, I'm just getting ready for the early stages of the apocalypse, and if you want to bunk it out with me, I have some rations stockpiled. Playing cards are a good, simple, cheap gift because everyone, including those without a gambling addiction, have a use for playing cards. There's Go Fish, War, Poker, Rummy, Solitaire, King, Spoons, Ride the Bus, Around the World, bullshit. Most ways to use a deck of cards are to help people get wasted. And now, in online video games, I've noticed players always want to insta-lock the high-damage characters. It's statistically more fun to beat the bad guys than be the guy who makes the guy who beats the bad guys a sandwich. There were the games on the Game Boy, from Pokemon Red to Pokemon Emerald. To trade Pokemon in these games, not only did you require 2 copies of the game, but 2 entire systems and this tiny, barely functional doodad called a link cable. Or, for Fire Red, Leaf Green, or Emerald specifically, you could use the Game Boy Advance's wireless adapter, which was better than the link cable, but that's not saying much, so are nickels. Scout is a young man from Boston who is also probably the son of Tom Jones! And also canonically a pedophile. Though if you want to spend a little extra money, I highly recommend these waterproof playing cards. They're only around $6 at Walmart, and they make playing solitaire in the shower so much easier. Oh hey, didn't see you there. I just got done with my living under a rock for 4 years challenge. It may have been a little bit rough, but it sure beats the living under a scissors for 4 years challenge. Anyways, now that I've earned my $10, time to get my daily schedule back on track with my to-do list. Oh, well, this seems simple enough. All I have to do is log into Club Penguin. I understand a grand adventure, scouring the lands, fighting dragons, making good foods. It's all a dream come true. But have you ever just bounced a ball? And unlike most Pokemon games, where a lot of new Pokemon become available in the post-game, this one, almost all of them are available in the main campaign. Because all the rest got cut from the game entirely. See ya, Porygon! They removed him from the anime, and now they can in the games. Oh hey! Didn't see you there! Run! Sure, playing kart racer is fun and all, but talking with the crazy people on the side never gets old. What's wrong, Dill? Lady troubles? No. The old knee's acting up again? He was joining our friends on their date and they made him leave, lol. Okay, I'm gonna leave you two be then. Bye-bye. My mommy and daddy don't spend time with me. Welp. Excuse me, what? Maybe you should spend more time with them. They just spend time with each other. You mean your moo-moo and doo-doo? Nah, I'm out of here. Pults in general are better because even though there aren't many zombies that directly block straight shot attacks, there are a lot of environmental hazards that block straight shots, like ice, graves, and backpacks, just like in real life. D tier.
Ooh, wowie zowie, that's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it is. Well, let's get started. No time like the present.
Go for the ice! Wait for are you doing?
So if Fibbage is like you don't know Jack, and Drawful is like Fibbage, Word Spud is like a sick joke. The wild area is a large open area that has a giant amount of Pokemon in it. Being able to stall for time to get more sun could be a huge game changer, making Snow-Pea finally one of the more useful plants out there. When do I get to unlock it?
Hello, Danerate here.
Bomb Corp blows. So Bomb Corp is a black sheep of the Jackbox series. Instead of playing against your fellow players, you're supposed to be cooperating.
Ew!
Yeah, it says I can have a martial weapon of my choice.
Yeah, that's any weapon under the table under the martial category?
Yeah. Can I have an anchor?
Whoa! The laser beam be like... The laser helps pwns all zombie nubs in its lane. The laser beam's ult be like... I'm a firing my laser! Danerade be like...
Baby nut.
What the fuck? Viddy'sVids be like... But these are just some basic minigames. Why play these when you could go to Miniclip or Cool Math Games, which has a lot more variety and arguably better games than Puffle Roundup. Unlike those sites, Club Penguin, whenever you complete a minigame, you get rewarded in coins. Well, now I have incentive to torture myself. Oh, I didn't see you there. I just have this really big hankering to play some Team Fortress 2 lately. I figured there's not a better deal I could get on TF2 than the orange box. And luckily, it seems like it's just arrived. Hello, this is Valve headquarters. Yes, I'd like to file a complaint. Now the pumpkin is the grand slam. It is so good that everyone's shoving these things on their lawns in real life. I just don't think they realize that you can put another plant in it. And it's super good defensively without taking up any extra tiles. I mean, these things are thick. Instead of their life being a copy and paste of the same to-do list with the occasional doctor's visit for the annual scurvy check. You can never be too safe. Besties, let us pray. For example, if you got the fingers one, it could be hold up as many fingers as acts of treason you've committed against the state. The raising your hand one could be raise your hand if you believe you have some sort of dissociative personality disorder. If you got the pointing one, it could be point at who you think is the best dancer. Number 2 on the list is my favorite synonym for robbery. Mugs are usually a pretty safe gift due to a surprising amount of people needing to drink things. I know I do, and Ziplocs just aren't doing it for me anymore.
Though it does get points for the... Funny haha fart so silly and goofy. Please like and subscribe, please, 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 please.
Let's hope nobody saw that.
I see you found a treasure, little Louie. Well, it won't be as easy to find as you thought.
I'm not fit for this walking. We should have just drove. I'm saying, good lord, the Dynamax animations take so long. There's the animation of you looking at your Pokemon Go Plus, then their Pokeball grows big and you yeet that thing with the power of those Pintas from the Water Mario game. And then you have to watch that giant Pokemon emerge from the Pokeball and then... He also caps points and pushes payloads twice as fast, but when's that gonna come into play? If I wanted to stand in one spot for hours, I would have gone to my high school homecoming. Monster Seeking Monster is a game where you date your friends. Yes! This is the pea shooter whose dad won't let him turn up the thermostat, am I right? He does the same damage as a pea shooter, but can slow zombies he hits. That effect is what causes it to be 75 more sun, so it's not too great. Which makes me sad because I personally really like the Snow-Pea. As a kid, I always liked characters with ice abilities, like Frozone, Zane, my Freezer. But these games are over 15 years old now. The chance of finding someone in person with a working Game Boy, a copy of the generation you're playing, and not going, you still play that? When you ask them if they can help you evolve your Haunter, is less than winning the lottery. I put this ad out in the paper 3 months ago and still haven't gotten a call back. I mean, it feels like Breath of the Wild. It looks like Breath of the Wild. I thought Paimon was just them trying to make Navi again, but like completely unlikable.
Alrighty then, you heard her. Back to the city. Let's not keep...
What gives? These guys copy the look and feel of Breath of the Wild and make millions, but whenever I plagiarize an essay, I get sent to jail. This area gives you a lot of team options early on, which I think is great. I could start off with Stunky. My dreams are ruined. Listen, I like Chomper. I think he's extremely underrated in the original games, yet I will admit, he was not the best plan out there. Some say he is the worst, which I completely disagree with, but understand where they're coming from. Why the fuck would they make Chomper cost cold hard cash? He used to cost $5. Honestly, he should be worth the spit on my boot. And Chomper's even worse in this game, with there being the toadstool, which does the same thing, but also gives you sun while eating. EA, what is wrong with you? Puffles came in every color of the rainbow, or every color of the rainbow. Look at him. Look at his face. You know something I don't you? Think you're better than me? The Hypno Shroom looks really cool, but seems better than I think it is. When a zombie approaches the Hypno Shroom, it demands to show the zombie an 8 terabyte folder of It Was Me Dio memes. This in turn makes the zombie go bruh and leaves the quickest way possible. Everyone in the game is secretly a monster, with different abilities based on the kind of monster they are. Some are good, some are not, and then there's the zombie. After a couple nights, some players will have their monster revealed, which can affect who might want to date them.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Oh, man.
Since we're already on the topic of detergent, might as well get into t-shirts. Get it? T-shirts are the mugs of torsos. Besides those examples, the rest range from, this is pretty cool, to, you brought food, right? I'm starving.
Yes.
Canned corn.
Yes.
Did you even bring a can opener?
What's a can opener?
Well. It isn't Lewis. Get it? Lewis is another word for toilet.
Lily Pet helps put other plants on the water.
Yeah, Dane, only if your real-life iPad could do that.
No, I'm not throwing my iPad in a pool for a bit.
Come on, Dane, it'll be funny.
No, I'm not going to destroy my $300 iPad for like a 2-second joke. You'd have to be some kind of stupid and reckless moron to do something like that.
This is where I thought I would put Doomshroom. That was because I thought he was just an edgy cherry bomb that costed 25 less sun. The trade-off was that he created a crater for 3 minutes, even in a pool. But then I looked at its range. This thing's a nuke! That's over half the screen! His bio's right, he could kill me. But that's not much of an achievement, I mean, so could a real mushroom. PokeMMO has their own in-game GTS called the GTL, where instead of trading Pokemon for another specific Pokemon, you can buy Pokemon or items with in-game money. Which is the exact reason we wanted to stop Team Rocket, so either in this world Team Rocket did nothing wrong, or all the players are criminals. I mean, most PokeMMO players are criminals, but that's besides the point. Like, for instance, my sister got me this Billie Eilish t-shirt last year, and it's super comfy. I wear it all the time, but never in public. I don't want a Billie Eilish fan to go up to me and go,
Hey, nice shirt, dude. What's your favorite Billy song?
and I go, Bangarang. He's a character everyone wants on their team so much, there's a button just for him.
Stop. Help me! Help me! Medic.
His name's Pip. Okay, differences. You can ride a horse. Well, that's enough justification for me. There's a couple of other differences, like having skill sets that give your character specialized buffs, with formats being 5v5s, and also you being able to ban other heroes in ranked. It's League of Legends! Paladins is the free version of the paid version of TF2 mixed with League of Legends. With amalgamations like this, Frankenstein would so envy Georgia. You can choose from many different colored shirts, bags, hats, costumes, hairstyles, and hair colors. I feel like an anime character already. I chose blue hair because I want to roleplay being Cress's nephew. I love how tracks set in stadiums have cheering implemented in them, especially when a gym leader's down to their last Pokemon. It makes me feel like there are people who actually want to see a good match instead of me just sitting in a dark room by myself.
Go get him, Carl.
The number transitions have also been shortened from 6 seconds to 4. Except for 4 sometimes, because there's a hidden story among the You Don't Know Jack games where in the 2011 version, the 4 died, was then a ghost in the 2015 version, and this 4 is his son, who hates his stepdad Brian. I am not making this up, and yes, this game does have 4 lore. In Unite, this problem is 20 times worse, with at launch there being 3 defenders, 3 supports, 4 all-rounders, 4 speedsters, and 7 attackers after the Gardevoir patch. To add on to that, every player throughout launch week got a speedster, 2 attackers, and 2 tanks for free, and people still don't want to play tank! The DS events are also canon as proved by the statue by the mines, which, spoiler alert, in Herbert's Revenge you use to plug a hole that's sinking the island. The only other place this event was mentioned was in the Club Penguin manga, so this is some exclusive lore. Due to Minecraft's creative nature and the entire world being made up of blocks, people commonly compare this game to the bricks from the Lego movie. And they're not wrong. Yeah, gag gifts kinda suck, but are also just a good laugh if you have literally nothing else to think of. Your friend left his socks at your house? Well, time to give them back! Why does everyone like the cactus? In my free time on games with chat rooms, I like asking people what their favorite Plants vs. Zombies plant is. And the second most popular answer is cactus, falling second behind sunflower. I'm gonna be honest, the only reason I'm making this video is to rant about this thing. Cactus serves one purpose. I think the only thing that people like about this Lincoln log is its design. For it's one of the few offensive plants that aren't a catapult, a purple mushroom, or a pea shooter. I mean, in reality, cactus would be in like low D or F tier. But I hate this thing so much, it's going into the intangible pit of darkness and despair tier. What do you think about her placement? Leave a comment below. Well, I'll give you points for originality there, Richard. Or should I say... Porrid.
Ooh, you just got roasted, son.
Okay.
It's Ricky now. My mom wouldn't let me change my name to Spike, so it's better than Richard.
Ricky is a pretty spooky name.
I agree, I'd say it'd be on like a top 10 list of spooky names. It's weird, but not bad. I feel like the cactus may have actually earned a promotion here. Cactus goes into the abstract dimension of continuous conflict here. The point of the rival is to motivate the player to test their skills and to try and get ahead of them. Whenever I battle Hop, I actually want him to win, but the game won't let me and he just keeps breathing. This leads to a very different way of thinking about answers, rather than just answering the funniest thing you can think of, and can lead to a different and new type of game than the So as a considerate player, nearly every match I'm forced to play either defender or all-rounder, which is great. I'm limited to 4 characters most of the time, and I don't even like Slowbro! The defender life chose me. But a lot of gag gifts get a good laugh, but after that are just shoved in a junk drawer or thrown away. Like, did you really expect me to keep a child's swimsuit? What are you trying to do, get me arrested? It's December! Oh, you got me a banana! That's so funny and random. Great gift, dude. So, how many times have you had to go through the troubles of getting your sister out of your clothes? But I got the perfect invention for you. Sulfuric acid. Because can't wear clothes if no clothes or skin. Besides a lot of people wanting Sonya to make their metapod their metapod metapod.
It's like asking someone to mow your lawn and giving them a vacuum cleaner. It helps.
I think I'm all finished with Kanto for now, so I can't wait to set sail to the Hoenn region. Do not tell me I fell for a human trafficking scheme. Again. But I already had a mom, and that one didn't ask me to set my clock! Across all regions, I have 4 moms, 1 dad, thousands of siblings, and an uncanonical uncle. What is the dynamic here? Who gave birth to me? Medic is a German scientist who is, yep, let's just put him here. Medic is not a certified doctor due to him losing his medical license after stealing a patient's skeleton. And look, there it is! Cold Snapdragon doesn't even breathe fire. He just blows vape clouds on everyone. Kinda rude, dude. Gonna have to put you in the F tier for being a rude dude. Remember, besties, don't blow anything into other people's faces unless it's air kisses. Or darts, that'd be fun. Boy, am I sure glad that I made my Club Penguin account on March 1st, 2017. Only 30 days until I get to be a secret agent. Tall Nut is tall. This means he can't be jumped over, but don't worry, he can still be climbed. These categories and labels could be really anything. When playing, I got Disney princesses, what you do at a party, and what fart you are. Now this one's funny. I wonder who's gonna get the leech on society. In 2016, I overheard some friends talking about a game called Pathfinder. As one of them left, I asked the other one what Pathfinder was. As he told me what it was, my expression grew up like a Christmas tree. It was Off-Brand Dungeons & Dragons. And perhaps, it's even become one of the best Pokemon games ever created. Now I know this statement has a lot in common with this text. It's a bold accusation.
Well, if it is a duel you want, it is a duel you shall have. But I shall warn you, I know the Japanese arts of karate and origami. Come at me.
Actually, he looks pretty big compared to you.
Oh, no, nonsense. I could totally whip him.
Oh boy.
No, you just.
And what's so wrong with being small anyways? Just because something is small doesn't mean it's weak. Ever seen an ant?
I hear you tell me you always want to have a lingering sense of dread with you. Well, good, because this is the first step. To accept that.
The last character I want to talk about is Chairman Rose. You all loved friendly rivals so much, we're here to give you friendly villains. Mr. Rose is a goofy energy tycoon who sometimes decides to bring upon an early apocalypse because he can't wait for a day for a better defense, because nobody's taking this seriously. I'm sorry, Mr. Rose, but even with Prime delivery, the fastest we can do is 1 day. I'm going to start the apocalypse, and it's all your fault. Have fun sleeping at night. Wait, what? It has its own all-star cast, like Rayman, Poe, and Finn and Jake from Adventure Time. As skins, of course. Don't want to get too crazy. Like if Parappa the Rappa fought Kratos, that would be my limit. I'm having a stroke. That in Team Fortress Classic, the spy had access to a hallucination grenade, which would cause players affected by the grenade to see and hear things that didn't exist. I just don't get why they want to associate their fun, colorful, drama-filled reality show with "We detected that you thought about the government being bad. You're going to the brain-fixing center. Take him away."
Daniel, back at it again with the white man.
The first thing I think of when I hear the word fun, dictionary. Fun is in there. Possibilities are limitless. There's decorations for desks, tables, walls, cars, the whole shebang. And I'm proud to say that Fume Shroom has finally escaped the prison of D tier and now belongs in B. That's a difficult feat. Trust me, I know a thing or two about escaping prison.
Houston, we need backup.
To me, the whole Dynamax plot had so much potential, with the potential energy crisis, the darkest day, and the royal lineage hiding the real history behind it. But it felt like the writers had a good beginning and end, but accidentally flushed the middle. Once you've got your team and get into a game, your real goal starts. Collecting balls. Finally, some content!
You know, people always come up to me and they're like, Joey, I wish I could always be in horrible pain. Sulfuric acid.
These penguins would appear in the overworld during events, or just at random. Such great characters as Antarctic, the writer of the weekly newspaper, Gary the Gadget Guy, aka G, Rockhopper the Pirate, and Stompin' Bob! In June 2011, alongside the Uber update, TF2 announced that it was going free to play. What the f? Valve was so happy about this decision that it is still the tagline of the game. And to the people who purchased this game for 20 bucks, have a hat. Blover blows, and kinda blows. Blover is a 100-sun, one-use plant that serves as a replacement for the Plantern and the executives of Cartoon Network were about to sell the network to Ninja so he could form the gaming network. There just wasn't a way for reality TV shows to be successful on the Cartoon Network, the CEO of Cartoon Network cried out into the night sky. But across the ocean in the distant land of Canada, TV executives realized, why not both? And Total Drama Island was born. Sometimes characters do things with the only intention being to drive the plot forward, like when we decide to go storm Rose Tower for literally no reason. Or when Mr. Rose decides not to wait one day to solve a problem that will take place in 1,000 years. To give you a reference to how long 1,000 years is, 1,000 years ago we were in the literal Dark Ages. Unite to me is in a weird state of how much I should actually care about it. I mean, to be fair, I probably shouldn't care about any type of media to the point where it takes over a significant portion of my life. But I do. Meeting these characters was like meeting a celebrity. They even had their own accounts, which sometimes got hacked. Like here's someone apparently leaked Rockhopper's passport.
When my family and friends and buddies left me, he was there for me. Isn't that right, Lewis?
Bazinga!
This all goes to show that a significant portion of my memory is filled with absolutely useless trivia about Pokemon. Like knowing Wormadam Grasscloak learns Leaf Storm at level 47 in Pokemon Diamond will literally never have a use. The fact I know that Wormadam Grasscloak even exists is information that's just clogging up space in my brain and I can't get it out! Who is it?
Pizza.
With a side order of justice. And Crazy Bread.
Impossible! How'd you get past my home's defenses?
We paid that pizza guy $5 to tear that sign down.
Yeah, and then I arrested him for vandalism. But now, it's time to search for our convict.
Terry, thanks to your grand idea, I was able to buy my third car this weekend.
Thank you, Gabriel. Thanks to all the new income, my wife and I can finally afford to have a daughter.
Yes, congratulations, my boy, but, what if it's twins?
MOBAs are in general some of the most popular esports and competitive games of all time, mostly being carried by League of Legends. Only being beaten on Twitch by just chatting, and there's just not enough optimization in that community for me. I'm all about the competitive just chatting experience. Then they show up like 1,000 years later, but how is Hop supposed to know that the Sword and Shield would do anything? You're ruining my immersion in the story, Hop! Bobby, take off your clothes, please. That's a Gravity Falls reference for you uncultured. We needy powdery. What the heck is everyone speaking in W's here for? Every now and then, someone in a household accidentally loses or throws away a fork, and by the end of the year, they end up taping 3 knives together. In survival mode, you start with nothing. You have a health and a hunger bar, and you have to go and collect and craft anything you want to use. Nothing is given to you. Unless you chose that extra chest at the beginning, in which... Ugh. I think aesthetically, this is one of the best Jackbox games. Gameplay-wise, Devils in the Details is about everyone doing random chores and tasks that appear on their devices.
Now, when did my mom learn how to code?
No, Trevor, seriously, come here.
That's fine. Yeah, I'll come. I'll go. Okay, I'm on the way. I'm following you.
All right. So you see this pathway down here?
Yep.
And it's Cubby? Yeah, keep
yeah,
going.
Dude. Yeah, right there.
Wait, where are you? I was actually showing you something.
You're not showing me anything.
There's a pathway down there.
Give me your balls. That's it.
I mean, I had no reason to pay much attention because the Darkest Day, it's just history. There's no threat of it. It's over. That's like waking up afraid of being caught in the Spanish-American War. That's because in most MOBAs, there's a lot of stuff you gotta keep track of. There's your ability cooldowns, your health, your score gauges, your level, the timer, the mini-map, the minion spawns, boss statuses, which players are anti-alive, your KDA, chat options, button options, Wi-Fi signal strength. All of these things need more visual room than a license plate. The Amazing Race is a reality TV show where teams of 2 go on a race across, well, in this case, Canada. Though it could be a race really anywhere, like it's only a matter of time until the Amazing Race loads. Like, sure, I could spend a bunch of money to go to a convention to meet Cole Sprouse, or I could stay in the comfort of my own home and meet Rory. But there exists an entire series of Pokemon clones that are near exact copies of pre-existing Pokemon games, and nobody bats an eye. I'd say at this point in time, this is the easiest game to get into competitive Pokemon with. Especially because at this point in time, there are really only 2 other options, and the people that play X and Y competitively in 2020 are on my do not interact with list.
Hey boss, I found cat.
That's very nice.
Such a cute kitty.
As you being a food connoisseur, Mr. Farmer, I thought that we could have a little trade. Your key for this delicious sweet corn.
My corn's trapped! I'll save it, corn baby!
Time to go.
The starfruit is a plant that's a bit weird. I don't know what the employees at Game Freak were thinking when they made Starfy a plant, but I'll allow it. One thing I won't allow is why couldn't they make it be able to go on land and water without a lily pad? It's a combination of a fruit and a sponge's best friend. It would have been natural. So in most player versus player games, players don't tend to enjoy having an innate disadvantage whenever they join a match. Unfair gaming matchups have actually increased the world's carbon dioxide output by 3%. And you have to gather all of the materials you want to use by hand, or pickaxe. If you want to build a brick chimney, you have to go and mine clay, smelt the clay into individual bricks, and craft the bricks into brick blocks. And then you realize, oh wait, that only made 1 brick and I need 400. And then you figure, oh, I liked stone bricks better anyway. Plus, it's a much more subtle way to flex your income then.
Yeah, you'll never guess how much I got in this baby.
But then, because Leon is stuck at a meeting and late for our din-din, we go breaking and entering because we suspect he might be in trouble. He was not.
All we know is that he's located somewhere in this house, and he has a history of talking about something called Plants vs. Zombies. You wouldn't happen to know anything about that, would you?
Plants vs. Zombies? What is that? A couch?
No, that's not a couch. He's clean.
Garlic is so goofy and joyful, it's sad to know what happens to him in his later years.
Oh, there. No! That guy said the B word and got banned.
Showing you have an idea of what your recipient would like, while also being very generically useful products like lotion, soap, and cream. I don't know what the heck the cream does, but they wouldn't make this much of it if people didn't love it. Their characters consisted of a Tiefling Warlock named Issachar Hex, a Gnome Bard named Zildy Smitherwith, a human fighter by the name of Korvik Savida, and a half-orc fighter named Karani Dawnblood. Now, Karani happened to be played by my friend JT, and this was his first time playing. Oh wait, no he wasn't. JT played D&D with us in Garrett's campaign. I'm just gonna keep it in the script. Sure. A lot of us have shared or similar experiences, like the first time we fell into lava, or maybe you thought Herobrine was in your world. Or maybe like me, you started playing on peaceful because the creepers made you scream past your bedtime. For example, I see this Pokemon and know its name is Drapion. It's a dark and poison type, which means that it's weak to ground moves and immune to psychic. It's a Pokemon with high speed, attack, and defense, so attacking it with a special ground attack like Earth Power would be best. If I want to overpower it another way, I need to keep in mind it probably knows X-Scissor, Night Slash, Earthquake, and Cross Poison or Poison Jab, which Night Slash and Cross Poison could be extra dangerous due to Drapion's Sniper ability that increases critical hit damage. Now what would someone who's new to Pokemon see? Is that a f***ing scorpion? The only things I don't like about him are shouting his battle strategies and his super dramatic reveal that just sort of felt wasted.
That was very nice. Who are you?
He was the only gym leader to not show up during the opening ceremony to build suspense who this guy was. But all this tension was lost when it was just some guy I never saw or heard about. Not even talked about by his younger sister Marnie. I don't like Marnie. Cattail, S tier. Can reach any lane and is the only tower in the entire game that can pop balloons. Wintermelon, S tier. Melon pult that slows zombies. Gold magnet. I've never really been a competitive TF2 player. I just like camping in Turbine, but I did try it while it was in beta. I was gifted a beta competitive pass, I joined the game, I was told I shouldn't play engineer, I got carried by my team, and I never played again. Up until now, or 4 years later, I'm ready to give it my all. So that was an experience. I sat through a load time that was actually longer than the match itself. I picked medic thinking I can't mess up medic. I messed up medic and we lost, and supposedly our pyro was hacking. And from what I hear, that's every comp match now. But I don't know how many of you held a funeral for your Minecraft sheep, who was also a secretary at your in-game water bottle company. Or how many of you spent your snow day mornings in middle school mining out a big hole in Minecraft for an automatic carrot farm while listening to the Pikachu song 10 Hour on YouTube. When do you finish school? June.
She asked if he's in high school.
He's in 8th grade. But don't worry, valuable consumers, there's a simple solution to stop all this grinding while also staying competitively viable. And to bring you that answer here tonight is my good old friend Benjamin.
My name is Benjamin Button, and this is the money song. Well,
at the very end of the game, you've beaten the champion. You're sitting there listening to the end credits song, watching this band of Pokemon go ham, and I thought I just saw something move across the screen. Let me just rewind real quick. Oh my god! I'm just kidding. It's just a fucking mouse cursor in the $60 main series Pokemon game. Pokemon just paying homage to its PC audience, that's all.
And I've been guarding this here treasure for 400 years. And I can only give it to somebody who gives me farm fresh crops.
Wait a minute, we needed his vegetable? What was the key for then? Why won't it start?
Excuse me, sir. Have you seen
If you're anything like me, aka completely oblivious to what dark kisses are supposed to smell like, here's my strategy. I go into a Bath and Body Works, grab something in my price range, and leave.
Next up to the mic, it is that beat. A reused concept now seen complete. The gloom shroom's gone, mislaid retreat. They took its gimmick and hit repeat. A doom platoon, the beats excrete to send the zombies to their defeat. The vertical lanes, it keeps the heat, though in some ways it can't compete. No! Its damage is below the average. It cannot beat the heat or power of a single cabbage. The main play style of this route just simply won't suit any kind of route. Most typical strategies won't see recruit. Most players' pursuit is another sweet fruit, and this full of a boot should be C tier to boot.
Okay, JT. So your carrying capacity is 300, and this anchor is like 50 pounds, so that'll be 1/6 of your carrying capacity by itself.
I don't care.
JT, your character doesn't live near the ocean. So where would you have gotten the anchor?
The store.
Nothing lasts forever, and nothing is for everyone. Except for Wizard 101. So I'm gonna take a quick break and maybe go catch up on some Adventure Time, maybe see a new episode. A lot of people out there just might not have the time or patience for that long of a grind. Some people got a 9 to 5 at the water factory. You think they want to come home after a hard day's work just to lose at a game they want to enjoy because they aren't a Twitch streamer? Cobb Cannon, S tier. Big pricing, big weapon, big range, big damage, big corn, big chunk. This last plant has the powers of all the plants combined, and it's a potato mime. Not to be confused with the potato mime. One does this, while the other does this.
Kaboom to you, sir.
Well, let's get this over with. This game can look good. I like some areas, I don't like others. The Pokemon battle arenas and the Pokemon themselves look great. Some moves look good, some don't. All the people animations generally look okay,
except for the ones in the overworld.
The named characters, I like their designs. There's this tree people hate. this tree.
Different on the list, please leave a comment below. And make sure to like the video. And subscribe to Viddy'sVids and Danarade. I love doing videos on Plants vs. Zombies and calculators and all sorts of fun topics.
Hey, buddy.
Hey.
Hey, why don't you, go and hop here in this bag, huh?
No, I don't want to go in the sack.
Yeah,
What are you doing?
Get in the bag! Yeah.
Well, this bell has made me feel pretty powerful.
You be careful, boy. That bell is made out of those two most magical things on this earth. Oyster pearls and plastic.
Poister Earls? So with all that out of the way, I think I'm finally prepared for my first party. Everything's gonna be perfect now that I have Jackbox 7! I accidentally bought bracketeering by itself for $25. Well, even with that, this is still gonna be the best party on this side of the 7 seas! It's been 10 hours, nobody showed up, and all my cue cards fell in the lemonade. I feel like these clones are just more ways for people to enjoy the things that they like, and don't deserve the negative stigma they get for not being the original thing. I think these clones are completely justified.
Miss Marcuson, you're under arrest for identity theft. You have the right to remain silent.
Shut that dog up!
And will be hold.
But the real question is, how have I made a 40-minute video about the new Pokemon game and not been caught in some sort of crossfire? Could it be? Could it be that there's no real fighting? That everyone just accepts this game for what it is, or just doesn't care anymore? I need to see this for myself.